All right, once you've created your Google Classroom, you want to start to manipulate some of the settings in it. First of all, you can select a theme or upload a photo. This will give you an opportunity to have a little bit more personality to your Google Classroom. You can certainly upload a photo if you have something with your school's logo or a variety of different things you could do there. You also want to go to the gear settings button at the top right hand corner. There, you have your class details. So if you forget to add something there and you want to go back later, you can certainly do that. You have your class code again, but these are the important settings right here. You can determine how you want your stream as well as your classwork on the stream to look. So maybe you want to limit what your students can post and comment on. Maybe only teachers can post or comment. So that's something you'll want to decide. Also, on your classwork, this is how your assignments show up on the actual stream tab of your Google Classroom. So maybe you hide those because you want the stream just to be a personal dialogue or with your students, and you keep all the classwork on the classwork page. That's really up to you how you want to design your class. Also, here is where you can learn more about grade calculations if you want to use the grading tab within your Google Classroom. That's where you can do those settings. So we'll go back over here and talk a little bit about the different tabs that you have as a teacher. First of all, the stream is really where, again, you see things like announcements or you're just checking in with your students as an entire class, things along those lines. Your classwork is where you have the ability to assign work. And this is, to me, the really important and functional part of Google Classroom, the ability to standardize workflow between the teacher and the student. So you'll be able to create assignments here, and we'll talk about that more in a second, but I just want to make sure I hit all these tabs to tell you what these are. Here again, you have your people. If you need to add people to your classroom, you can do that. And as you start creating assignments, you'll begin to see a grade book that populates over here with your students and the grades that they receive on the assignments that you've given them. The last thing I want to mention is a setting over here, and this is in a menu for your overall Google Classroom experience. So you click this here and you go to settings, and you have the ability to change your email notifications. This is something that a lot of teachers like to do because if you've been part of a Google Classroom, the students, if they are part of 5 of them, they can get inundated with emails for every single time a teacher posts. So this is probably something that you want to communicate with your administration and then get a plan on whether or not you want students to receive emails from your class or from their classes. That's something you'll want to decide. And this is for you. So classes that you're enrolled in, classes that you teach. So this would be if a student turned in something late, you would receive an email. I actually like to have that one. But down here is class notifications. So if you choose to turn them off for your class, you can do it for the entire class rather than having each individual child do it on their own. So that talks about, again, some of the specific tabs and the settings within Google Classroom.